Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The Star-Spangled Banner, sung by musical artist Linda Lynn. Welcome, everyone, to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And we're watching two of the elite teams, Chris, go head-to-head. This one's going to be terrific.
We all know to be the best, you got to beat the best. Both of these teams are focused tonight.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So the Rockets win the tip. Now Golden State's starting five. Lethal shooting pair of Clay and KD out on the perimeter. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Paul kicks to Harden. Screened by Capella. Ariza with it, guarded now by Durant. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Over Curry. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Durant, no good. A shot by Harden, wide open. The Rockets with another miss. Here's Golden State now. Outside for Curry. Shoots. Rebounded by Capella. For Houston, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Ariza passes it to Paul. Harden outside. He feeds it to Anderson. Paul outside. Houston needs to get a shot from deep. Harden. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Harden's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Rockets. Outside Curry. Picked by Pachulia. Curry dishes to Thompson. Curry a screen on Paul. Picked by Pachulia. Curry outside. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
I tell you, how do you defend Curry on the catch and shoot? It's hard because he can hurt you from so many spots on the floor.
Back to Anderson. Ariza outside. Houston moving the ball around. The tray. It's rebounded by Golden State. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. Outside Green. And Curry has it in the corner. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know what? Teams are 100% focused on Steph defensively, yet he still creates space beyond the arc.
Paul against Curry. Puts one up from 19, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Even with the miss, that's a jumper he'll keep taking as long as they keep leaving him open.
Here's Durant. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Durant knows he has the size to battle with anyone down low and just goes right up for the finish.
Now here's Paul. Screen by Capella. Here's Harden. The teardrop falls in. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Curry passes to Green. Picked by Pachulia. Curry setting the pick for Green. Back to Curry. And Capella sends it back. And it's Durant missing. Rockets trail by 3. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. There's a screen. Pachulia with the screen on Paul. Curry kicks to Green. He dishes it to Pachulia. Fires from 14. Good on the shot. Pachulia's got his first basket.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Well, come on, he's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And yes, it's good. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Now here's Durant. Harden missing his last shot. Durant kicks to Pachulia. Durant the pass to Curry. The feed to Pachulia. Green the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
Here's Golden State now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. Jumper off the screen, and the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And last season, a big one for Curry in the record book department. I mean, continued his march up the all-time three-mays list. I mean, this is just incredible. When you also set the record for most threes in a game with 13, it was 12. The record he shared with Kobe and Donyell Marshall.
Here is Harden. He has 5. And with Curry hitting 13 threes in a game to set the record, honestly, you just knew it would be a matter of time, C-Web. He had flirted with that record so many times before.
Yeah, and one reason why he didn't get it is because usually in those games when he makes that many threes, he's sitting in the fourth quarter because his team is blowing another team out. I mean, it happened in the game after Curry went 0 for 10 from the three-point line in a loss. Gotta love Curry's heart. Payback.
Here's Paul. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Shot to stop the run. Harden can't hit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Curry against Paul. Curry dishes to Durant. There's Green with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. The Rockets go the other way with it. they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Paul kicks to Ariza. Back to Paul. Lets it go from deep. The Rockets with another miss.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
Paul against Curry. Outside Durant, and the pass to Thompson. Inside, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 5.
Oh, he's shooting a fantastic mark from the field to begin this one.
Here's Paul. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lob pass to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Ryan Anderson. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Gordon in for James Harden.
You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
Gordon kicks to Paul. Eric Gordon on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Gordon, the pass to Mbamute. And some nice passing there by Houston. They need this one. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Warriors leading by 14. Durant wide open. He fires. The 17-footer goes down. He's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Houston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Timeout called the Rockets.
You know, something we've seen a few times that the Warriors went through last season was super teams needed time to gel. Not the same incredible start for the Warriors. They weren't able to match their 73-win season, but who cares when you bring home that chip?
As the games went on, however, the Warriors looked more and more cohesive as a team. Took some bumps getting there, but it was worth the wait.
Well, we saw the same thing in Miami with LeBron, Bosh, and Wade, or in Boston with KG, Pierce, and Allen, and so on. So finding your roles and figuring out who needs to do what, it's a big part of NBA basketball. Warriors were not exempt from that, even with Durant.
David West, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Klay Thompson. Curry setting the pick for Green. From deep, Iguodala. Eric Gordon grabs the board. Rockets trail by 13. Now Tucker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Screen by Bahamute. Out left to the wing. Paul for 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
And here is Paul, following Draymond Green's 3 with the fadeaway. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got his first points in this one.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Curry kicks to Livingston.
Curry!
Pass to Curry. Feeds it to Green. West a screen on Nene. Goes up the baseline. And the shot is long. And for Houston, they're shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. And the basket by Gordon.
Fearlessness. Gordon using his strength to get off a good quality-looking side.
Warriors leading by 12. Curry kicks to Green. West dishes to Green. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Passes it to Livingston. Curry outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And that's 11 points for Steph Curry.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
And the Warriors making a change here. McCaw's checked in. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Over in the corner, Livingston. From 13, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
It's stolen by Livingston. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now here's Gordon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor, and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Gordon, he's been a great catch-and-shoot player in the past, Greg. The difference last season was the improvement in his pull-up threes.
And there is a world of difference between shooting a 3 off the pass as opposed to off the dribble. The pull-up threes are what make players like Steph Curry so hard to guard. And when Gordon added that to his game, I think it helped his overall ability to score the basketball.
You watch the way Eric Gordon releases the ball from deep, and you just have to love it. He gets it going, Chris, all in one motion. And you can see the power in his legs when he rises up.
Oh, well, Gordon, for his career, has always been a great three-point shooter. The Rockets made the most of his ability to shoot the 3 from deep with their style of play. He's right near the top of the league in 3-point shots per game.
It's good from long range.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Now, here's Nene. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that one, though.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Young. Iguodala kicks to Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gordon against Young. Nene with the screen on Young. And here's Gordon. Here's Tucker. They get it back. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too, not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They bought out to an early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Houston, Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Luke Mbamute out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Nene in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Paul, following the score by Golden State. Dishes it to Gordon. Over in the corner, Mbamute. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Tucker. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Screen by Baamute. Just 5 on the clock. Young with the steal. Here's McCaw, defended by Gordon. McCaw with the bucket.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silence the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
And here are the Rockets now. The Warriors making the shot. Paul kicks it to Tucker. Another miss by Houston. Warriors have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Nick Young on the wing, guarded by Tucker. Shoots over Tucker. Young's shot is off. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. Warriors leading by 19 points. Iguodala kicks to Young. There's the pick. McCaw, the pass to Young. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 8 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Chris, I know you've been executive producing and hosting various TV shows. You had a great NBA career, obviously, and it seems like you continue to find success. How's that been for you?
Well, I try to take the same lessons I learned in sports. You know, when I first got to Golden State, the first man I searched out was Chris Mullin and found out all of his habits and stole all of his knowledge, and I tried to take that and move forward, and I try to do the same in other areas. I try to work with the best. I try to learn, work hard, work my way up the rookie ladder and see what happens. And so I've just aligned myself with some really great people, some wonderful thinkers and hard workers, and hopefully it'll continue to have fun like I am doing. So it's been a great ride.
You're always learning, right? You never stop learning.
Man, come on. It's not just about a school or a class or one mentor. It's about everyday learning so that you can kind of learn and put people's knowledge with your unique sense of self and make it work. Why not learn on someone else's dime? Why go through life making mistakes when other people can kind of let you know, wait, I did this, you want to think about that, and kind of just put your own playbook together.
Mm-hmm. Some players forget to box out occasionally. He's a rarity who welcomes the contact and really takes pride in getting great position for every rebound.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Goes up off the pick, and the jam by Harden.
And it's clear that Harden is a high IQ player. I mean, in pick-and-roll sets, you can see it. His decision-making is just extraordinary.
Young dishes to Thompson. There's the pick. Young against Ariza. 6 to shoot. Count it. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. Rockets trail by 18. Gordon with it. Screen by Capella for the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Pachulia's got his 3rd rebound on the night. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists in the game. In the corner, it's Capella. Stolen by Thompson. Over in the corner, Livingston. Young inside. Ariza covering. Offensive rebound. Pachulia, good.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
Anderson the screen. Capella kicks to Ariza. Harden against Pachulia. Clock at 6. Shoots over Livingston. Harden missing again. Warriors leading by 23. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Ariza passes to Gordon. Over Thompson. Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now Harden, after the missed three from Klay Thompson. Harden kicks to Ariza. Back to Harden. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, Harden is so good at finding the open man and a selfish superstar who really whips the ball over quickly.
Durant kicks to Thompson. Back to Durant. Young outside from deep. Doesn't go for him. And the Rockets take it the other way.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Now here's Harden. 10 points for him. Capella kicks to Ariza. Anderson the screen. Takes a three. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Ariza. Harden's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets. Anderson against Durant. Here's Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Oh, he had plenty of space to square up and take that easy shot, but I don't understand why he faded away there.
Harden outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pachulia's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Trevor Ariza, the veteran out of UCLA, he still gives you a little bit of everything on the wing. He's great in transition. He can hit shots from anywhere, but, you know, he's always been a leader.
That's his first personal foul.
And with Ariza, you think back to when he was a young player finding his way in this NBA out of UCLA, and Kobe took him under his wing when they played together for the Lakers, and now he is paying it forward. He's helping young players.
Yeah, he has a great work ethic instilled in him from with his time with Kobe. He's always been a leader. He knows how things work in this league, and Ariza, he's showing all the younger players on his team the ins and outs of how to succeed.
The free throw drops for Pachulia. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green comes in for Nick Young. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And Pachulia drops them both. And the Warriors moved Bogut to clear space last season. Many thought they would have trouble filling that center role. But you know what? Pachulia was signed and was the perfect fit for that team.
Kevin, my man Zaza. I mean, he's a vet. He knew exactly what his role would be coming into the team. Still has a great skill set, fantastic passer for a center, and he can keep possessions alive with his offensive rebound.
Now here's Thompson after Eric Gordon's miss. Thompson dishes to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Durant gets it to go.
The rhythm and the poise that Durant has when getting ready to catch and shoot is second to none in the league.
Screen by Capella. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you're blue in the face.
Good on the three-point shot. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Harden gets to Ariza, and Anderson has it in the corner. Misses the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
There's the dish to Green. Over Anderson. Again, Golden State.
And that's just another way Green can beat you. He has a reliable mid-range jump shot.
Harden against Curry. Ariza passes to Harden. Capella sets a screen for Harden. And the dunk by Capella.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Green with a screen on Gordon. Picked by Pachulia. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden dishes to Gordon. Back to Harden. Anderson the screen. Here's Ariza. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down second chance opportunity.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8, and that one drops. Durant's got 10 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Gordon with it. Picked up by Thompson. Harden kicks to Ariza. To the inside. Here's Capella. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And Capella is very efficient down deep, using his muscle to get off the shots he wants inside.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Picked by Pachulia. Pachulia with the screen on Ariza. Here's Durant, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter. And for Houston, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Harden the pass to Gordon. Anderson the screen. And it's Ariza in the corner. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Ariza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Curry. He kicks it to Durant. Green, the screen. With a step back. That doesn't go either for Durant. Rockets trail by 20. Harden outside. Right side, Gordon. 12 seconds left to play here in the half. Screen by Capella. Gordon with it. Picked up by Thompson. Harden's shot is off. Durant. No good there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and 5 rebounds. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, the bottom line, Ernie, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yakum, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by courtside.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Warriors leading by 20.
Oh, in just a few years, it's safe to say Steve Kerr is one of the most respected coaches in the NBA.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half, Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2, and it's Pachulia in at the center. Warriors shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And for Kerr, rare is it to see someone jumping from the commentator booth into being one of the top coaches in the NBA.
Well, we all knew that Steve had a great mind for basketball, so it isn't surprising to see his success. It's just rare to see a coach have this much success so quickly. I mean, it seems like he's making coaching look easy.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Durant against Ariza. Releases. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 8 points.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson.
Yes.
Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
Yet another easy make. They're really cooking now after making their third straight shot to begin this half.
Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. Here's the screen to stop the run. Warriors with the rebound.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back. That's their first shot of the half that hasn't found their mark. It's been a good start for them.
Paul can't get that one to fall.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Ariza against Durant. Over Ariza. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
You don't put up the numbers like Durant does without hitting a few shots in the defender's face. Incredible poise from him.
Screen by Capella. Here's Harden, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Harden, he's been in the conversation, Greg, for MVP for several years. The way he's able to just carry an offense with his creativity garners attention.
And Kevin, I think he might have won it last year if it wasn't for the amazing season put in by Russell Westbrook. Don't count Harden out, though. He's such a unique talent on offense. Maybe this will be his year to bring home that MVP award.
And we know that the Rockets are a team that invests heavily into using analytics. I mean, they have been on the forefront of data-driven basketball decisions for some time.
Now here's Green. 12 points for him. Here's Curry. Again, Curry missing. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harden dishes to Paul, and there it is for him. Paul's got 9 points. And Chris, talking about the Rockets and their analytic approach, the term Maury ball, after their GM, is thrown around with their approach, but hard to argue with the run of fortune they've had.
Less mid-range shots, everything at the basket or a three. I mean, it's easy to see that reflected in their play style.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Start it.
Timeout called the Rockets. Chris, during your career, you always had incredible footwork in the post. Who are some of the bigs that impress you with their footwork today?
Oh, wow. I think you have to look down in New Orleans. I mean, they have two great examples in Cousins and Davis, two guys that can dance with the best of them. You look at Minnesota and that young fella Cat there, the way that he plays and moves his feet and how he handles it in the post, you have to love it. But I love where the big men are today because they have great footwork. They have the skill set of the small guys and still use their size. But those three come to mind right now.
It's not a lost art either. I think guys realize that their footwork is sometimes their ticket to a good career.
They're better, and if not, they need to open the basketball history books and look at guys like Hakeem Olajuwon and Kevin McHale, two of the best ever with footwork. And that's why, you know, it's fun growing up playing other sports because it prepares you for basketball. It prepares you having to quit work and having to be a big guy but still being light on your feet.
Oh, that's just poor defense. Matching up in transition, left a good shooter wide open.
Kicks to Tucker. Harden against Thompson. Paul outside. And Tucker has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Thompson against Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 21 in the game.
I mean, you gotta love, I love the aggressiveness of Harden on offense, just relentless in how he constantly looks for his shots.
Curry kicks to Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Shoots from the high post. Again, Durant missing.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
The baseline J. The shot by Nene, no good. The Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Durant kicks to Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Houston, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Durant in the corner, takes the 13-footer, good, and Curry gets the assist. 16 points for Kevin Durant.
Durant is so tall and has such a soft release that a mid-range shot like that might as well be a layup.
Harden kicks it to Tucker. Nene, the screen. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first 2 points of the night. The Warriors have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Outside Curry. Takes the three. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
Can you say unconscious tonight? I mean, Steph has been focused from the giddy up.
Here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. Harden outside. Screen by Baamute. Back to Paul. Here's Tucker. No good on the triple.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nene, the screen. Paul kicks to Nene. Over in the corner, and Baamute off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thompson against Harden. Thompson passes to Green. Tries again, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, just the ultimate glue guy. Green's strongest asset may be his ability to contribute across the board.
Well, you hear the term coach on the floor often, but is usually reserved for point guards, but Draymond Green deserves that title too. He's the general for this team when calling out defensive plays and assignments. I mean, Draymond essentially just helps run the team's defense every trip down the floor.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And with Draymond, a lot of guys can just bark out stuff on defense. But you know what? He studies the opposition. He watches a lot of tape, and really he is so prepared, Chris, going into a game.
Well, you don't get considered to be one of the best defenders in the league without working like Draymond. I mean, he'll break down film on specific players to learn their tendencies. If you miss an assignment, he'll get right in your face about it, regardless of who you are. You know, yeah, I think back to when I was fortunate enough to join the Warriors as a rookie, made the playoffs as a rookie. Then the next year I didn't come back, and it was strange to see them not in the playoffs for such a long time. But look at how far this franchise has come since those days.
Here's Iguodala following the basket by Chris Paul. Over in the corner, Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night. And the Warriors, as you said, Chris, have come so far from their years of despair back in the 90s. Couldn't happen to a better, more supportive group of fans.
Let me tell you something. From the days I played there, or of course before that, the Warriors fans have always been known as some of the most loyal fans in the NBA. Whether the team is up, whether the team is down, whether it's thick, thin, or whether it's sunny outside, or whether it's a storm. These are some of the loudest fans, one of the loudest arenas in all sports.
Iguodala kicks to McCaw. Ball against Curry. And here's Green outside. Green missing again. And for Houston, they're shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Gordon a screen. Now here's Tucker. Defense right on him. To the left wing. Back to Ba'amute. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Now the feed to Green. Knocks down the 3 ball. Green's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Warriors. The Rockets shooting 41% for the game. Paul dishes to Nene. He feeds it to Tucker. Screen by Ba'amute. Goes up on the high post, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there. The Warriors shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Green, the screen. McCaw, the pass to Green. But they recover it. A second chance effort, and it's West missing. There's a minute 47 left in the 3rd. And Tucker kicks to Gordon. Nene, the screen. Tucker dishes to Nene. And yes, it's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Curry kicks to McCaw. They set the screen. Curry against Paul. Just 5 to shoot. With some arc. Second shot opportunity. McCaw misses.
No, that's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him.
Paul with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. They get it again. Nene. Paul passes to Mba'amute. 44 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Nene, the screen. There's Gordon with the 3. McCaw grabs the miss. Warriors shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. To the middle. Ba'amute with the steal. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Iguodala. Now, Tucker. Nene, the screen. Shot clock at 5. Here is Mbamute. Kicks it out to Paul. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mbamute has got 6 here in this quarter. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We come back right after this. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense, play inside out when you can.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Williams is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Gordon, and it's Black in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And it's West missing.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
Quarterman kicks to Williams. And the pass to Quarterman. The kick out to Williams. Off target from three-point range.
Some very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Young with no one around, and he's good on the 3-ball. Young's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Quarterman passes to Williams. He dishes it to Gordon. Back to Williams. Pass to Quarterman. From deep, it's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
Now, here's Livingston. West kicks to Livingston. Passes it to McCaw. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Shot's good from West.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Here's Quarterman. Feeds to Black. Dishes it to Gordon. On the wing, Williams. Williams missing again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Down low. Stolen away. Here's Quarterman. They get it back. Pass to Tucker. Outside Gordon. Gordon a screen. Black the pass to Quarterman. Picked his pocket. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Another shot. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
On such a fluid runner, I mean, you had to check Livingston out in the open court.
James Harden. He's checked in for the Rockets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Livingston.
Look, if you let Sean Livingston get to the free throw line and in, I mean, you might as well just be a layup. He has become lights out with that nice turnaround jumper from that range. Hand in his face, doesn't matter.
Here's Black. The dish to Harden. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What makes Harden so special is his explosiveness. This guy can just turn it on whenever he wants to on offense.
At the line for 2.
first one falls for him.
Oh, well, the Rockets have a pretty simple game plan. Put up a ton of threes and get as many deep threats on the floor as you can.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And often we can exaggerate about how much a team hoists up the threes, but it isn't an exaggeration with the Rockets. They do it at a record pace.
Oh, yeah, at times last season, almost half of their shots were from three. By far the most three-point attempts in the league. I mean, you look at their offensive numbers, and clearly it was the right approach for them.
And he gets it to go.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
Now, here's Livingston, and there's the pass to McCaw. There's a good screen, and Young kicks to McCaw. There's the feed to Livingston. He dishes it to West. Shoots a fader. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
It's Black in the corner. And good that time. And here's Livingston. Pass to McCaw. Young outside. Here's the floater. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And the NBA game is evolving, Chris. You know that. And if you were starting back at square one, say, and trying to develop your skills to prepare yourself for a pro career, is there anything you do differently to prepare yourself for how the game is being played now?
That's a great question.
2 shots.
You know, I remember playing in Washington, and I shot over like 35% from the three-point line. And I remember in the paper they were saying, you know, we don't need big fellas to do that. So I got right back in the post. And so the game has changed so much. And so I would really say that I would balance the work that I did in the post with outside the post. I would just make sure that I would continue to stretch the floor as far as three-pointers, to give guys room to drive. And I would have definitely continued to work on my ball handling, maybe where Picker could have screened for me, and then I could have been the initiator, since in most times I was kind of that point forward. But for the most part, no, I would have tried to put the same effort in, but definitely with different skill sets. You get to play differently now. You know, when we think about it, I don't think Larry Bird got to shoot 2 3-pointers a game. Imagine if he would have got to just let 7 go. You know, I don't know what we would ask him, except would you have to ice your wrist after games a little bit more, because you would be able to shoot more. So I think the freedom would have been fun, but I don't think I would have had to prepare any differently.
Harden, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, that's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit like a champ, draining the shot.
And Chris, when you see Harden coming down the lane at you, there is a very short list of players who can instill that much fear. Pretty much him, you know, Westbrook and LeBron. Each have their own style, and Harden's might be the most refined of all of them.
Well, that's why he gets to the line so much. His speed, his handles, his ability to pull back on the three, his Euro step. When Harden gets going downhill like that, you just don't have an answer for him.
Free throw good from Harden.
Wow, he didn't really make a concerted effort in the first to get some free throws, but now all that has changed, much more active.
Livingston kicks to McCaw. They set the screen. Golden State moving the ball around. Picked by West. There's the triple. McCaw misses.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The three. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Livingston. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Harden dishes to Tucker. Passes it to Quarterman. Back to Tucker. Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Livingston kicks to McCaw. Williams against Young. Dishes to Livingston. Pick by West. Shot off the pick. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Off target with was what? A pretty good look from mid-range.
And the shot goes in. 33 points for James Harden.
He's making it look effortless out there. I mean, the D doesn't seem to be hindering him at all, and he's taking advantage of it.
Young outside. He kicks it to Pachulia. West passes to McCaw. 6 on the shot clock. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Oh, he took a terrific angle right there off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for West. Kevin Durant comes in for Young. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Paul kicks to Anderson. Back to Paul. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Paul's vision.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Now here's Thompson. Over Harden. Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 19 points.
He is really deadly from the perimeter. Even though he didn't make one in the first quarter, you still have to keep an eye on him.
That's a 2 from Paul. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant, the pass to McCaw. Back to Durant. Green with a screen for Durant. That one doesn't drop. And the Rockets take it the other way. Ariza outside. Harden against Thompson. Anderson the screen. It's Harden with the drive. That shot misses. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 22. Here's McCaw. Picked by Pachulia. Thompson for 3. Offensive rebound. Stolen by Anderson. Paul with the ball. Kicks it to Anderson. Great D that time from Green.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
McCaw kicks to Thompson. Green with a screen on Hart. Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
Ariza kicks to Paul.
Hey, close out on Harden.
Harden dishes to Capella. Back to Harden. It's rebounded by Golden State. McCaw has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Durant, launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. Durant's got 22.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Paul passes to Harden. Tries to snap the cold streak, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
shooting 2, gentlemen.
First free throw is good. And that shot selection, a systematic approach by the whole Houston organization. Greg, is a team, they actually took less mid-range jump shots than DeMar DeRozan did individually last season.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. I mean, the approach Houston has made successful the last few seasons, they are 100% committed to not taking mid-range shots if they can help it. And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Livingston over Paul. Livingston, no luck. Now here's Paul. He feeds it to Mba'amute. Back to Paul. Screen by Ba'amute. And some nice passing there by Houston. Another miss by Houston. Warriors leading by 23. Livingston kicks to Young. West a screen on Paul. They set the pick. Back to Young. Young sets a screen for Pachulia. Livingston. Rockets with the rebound. Left side Ariza. McCaw grabs the miss. McCaw has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Even as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Steph Curry.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Harden hits them both. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Here's Paul. The Warriors making the shot. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Yeah, what you like about Paul and the pick and roll, not just excellent timing with the pass, but the placement. It's always where it needs to be for the finish.
Now here's Pachulia. Picked by Pachulia. Here's Livingston. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
And Nene with the basket on the assist from Tucker.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options. so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.